All right, good afternoon, everyone. It's a nice and sunny Wednesday afternoon, but we're here to give you an update. My name is County Judge Matt Sebesta of Brazoria County. To my left, I have Ryan Cade, Commissioner Precinct 2. To the far left, Commissioner Precinct 4, David Linder. To the far right, Commissioner Precinct 1, Dude Payne. In the middle between Commissioner Adams and Commissioner Payne is Sheriff Charles Wagner, and to my right, Stacey Adams, Commissioner Precinct 3. And as I said, it's a nice sunny day. The rainfall has stopped, and we want it to stay stopped for a while. Our ditches and bayous that are outside of the river bottoms are draining, but I kind of want to give you an update on where we're at with our rivers and what's in front of us. I'd like to start with the San Bernard River. The last update we had several days ago was at 28 feet. Since that time, that gauge has been inaccessible. The projections that the National Weather Service river modelers have given us is that it will not crest until September 2nd, maybe September 3rd in that before it starts to fall. So we have another several days of the San Bernard continue to climb and push water up and outside of its banks. Dude, could you drop the next chart? The Brazos River near West Columbia. We're seeing a little bit of a plateau now at 29.63 feet. The projected to continue to climb up to 32 feet over the next several days and then hold for a while. They have taken that crest down from where it was projected a few days ago, but we need to be ever vigilant in the West Columbia area. Now I'd like to go to the next chart, which is the Brazos River near Rocheron. We are at 52.62, I believe, if I'm seeing that right, and we're going to hold steady for the next week or so. We've been major flood stage for several days, and I just flew it. We were able to get a helicopter that was going over to Wharton County to look at the Colorado. We were able to get a short flight to take a look at that and the San Bernard. And I hate to report that the river water has not yet made it to State Highway 35. It is still pushing down the rainfall water that fell directly on us. It's pushing it in front of us, and it is continuing to come down. And you will know when Brazos River water that has come out of the river is there, it will be a different color. It won't be that nice clear color. It will be a reddish, muddy color. But it is down to almost 35. Last year, we were at 52.56 feet was what the river crested at. It is already above that, will hold and continue to push water into the upper Oyster Creek floodplain and push it down on us. Just so everyone knows, our event is going to continue to climb as far as flooding. Last year, there were homes in Holiday Lakes that did not receive water in them. They were within an inch or two. Those same homes that were within an inch or two last year have 6 inches of water today. So it looks like the water level will be higher than it was in the summer of last year. So I can reasonably assuredly tell you, if you got water in last year's flood event, you will get water this year's flood event. If you almost got water last year, it is quite likely you will get water in your home this year. Now I'd like to talk about the inundation map to my left. We got this from the National Forestry Service this morning, and they have given us some projections. The green here is where we are looking for water to be standing by the time this event is well on. Right now, you can see Highway 35, the Brazos River water is in this range. So if you're in Bar X in this area, the water that you are seeing right now is water that fell here. There will be continued water pushed out of the Brazos River and pushed down on us and fill this green area up. We will be very close to Highway 35 near the airport. It will be down here along Highway 36. We will be very close to the road there as well. So please pay attention to the road closure maps. We will continue to get this updated as we go through this event. A mandatory evacuation is still in effect. A curfew is still in effect and will be in effect for the next days to come until this event subsides. If you have evacuated from Brazoria County, we would much prefer that you stay evacuated. With this being such a large-scale event, not only affecting Brazoria County, but all the counties around us, as well as the counties up and down the coast, our grocery stores, our gasoline suppliers are going to have a very difficult time resupplying. So if you're in a location that has bread, milk, groceries, gasoline, please be aware you will be coming into an area where there is a curfew. You'll be coming into an area where there are very limited supplies, and it will be very difficult. There will be roadblocks set up into these mandatory evacuation areas, and you will not be allowed in. The water will be up for possibly the next week. We'll just have to see how the water flows. At this time, we'd also remind you, anybody that is in floodwaters, these waters are contaminated. It is very rural areas where everybody is on a septic system. Those waters will be contaminated. If you have not gotten a tetanus shot, you need to get a tetanus shot if you've been in those waters. We want everyone to stay safe. We have thus far had no casualties as a result of this flood, and that is the #1 priority that each and every one of us up here have. Just a little update on rescues, retrievals, evacuations, those type of issues. We've had 820 rescues and retrievals. This does not include the flooding that occurred in Alvin, in Manville, in Pearland, in Iowa Colony, in those areas that were handled by those jurisdictions. These are the ones that have been more in our jurisdictions. We've had 1,600 people evacuated, transported out. We have over 2,000 animals at the fairgrounds that are being taken care of, or that are being housed as their owners come in and feed and water them every day. Those numbers continue to climb, and we'd like to thank our partners at AgriLife and the SPCA for assisting with those, as well as the countless volunteers that are helping. Also, special thanks to the Gulf Coast Rescue Squad, Brazoria County Sheriff's Department, Coast Guard, Texas Military, Brazoria County Military Museum, Texas Park and Wildlife, U.S. Fish and Wildlife, Texas A&M Forestry Service, Texas A&M Agriculture Veterinary Services, all of our law enforcement and fire departments here in Brazoria County, our task force responders, SecTrac, TEACS, TDEM, the Baptist Men, Florida Dade Response Task Force, and all of you volunteers out there that have been helping your neighbors. This has been a very trying event. This is an event that, as we said, it is much larger scale than the 2016 flood, and we want this event to go through and not have a single casualty when it's all said and done. So please, follow us on Twitter, follow Brazoria County on Facebook, check our website. We will be updating with information as we receive it. Sometimes information is slow in coming in, but as soon as we have it in and we have it verified, we will be pushing it out to the public. We would also ask that folks do not drive into or around these areas. We do have a lot of instances where people are driving out just to look. Please be aware, if we get a call for a water rescue, you will be in the way. And we would much prefer that our volunteers and our professionals can get in and take care of their business and save every life that they can save. So we appreciate your cooperation on that. Please follow us and please be safe. Thank you.